Hello everyone, Karen Miller here. Today I'm going to make something called Chow Chow. Now Chow Chow was something that I had when I was growing up. I think I had mentioned in one of my videos my father had a grocery store, and I remember we used to sell Chow Chow. It was a Heinz product, and it's a vegetable that is it's like in a brine in vinegar and things like that. And I think in the South they call it pickle lily. So it's vegetables that you cook and then you put in a jar and you use it as a dressing. So I wanted to do a take on that. So I have some pumpkin here. I have that green cubanello pepper. I have some yellow pepper. I have some green mangoes. I'm going to use the green mango in place of the vinegar. If you're doing your veggie hamburger, you can put it on that. You can put it on your green bananas or something like that. It's just something to give your food some extra flavor, which I think we really need as vegans. So I started cutting up the pumpkin, and I had these things here left over, just hanging around in my refrigerator, and I don't want it to spoil, so I'm gonna use them. So when I get back, I'm going to, and I like the Chow Chow chunky. I don't like it cut too small. So when I come back, after I cut up all of my veggies, I'm going to show you the next step. This is the green mango that I'm peeling, and I'm going to peel off the green parts of it here. So vinegar is one of the main ingredients in the liquid part of the Chow Chow, but I'm not going to use vinegar. I'm going to use lime. Chow Chow is very tangy, so I'm going to use the mango, the green mango, to provide this tanginess. So I'm going to cut this on both sides. There is a seed here, and then cut it like this. Yeah, this mango is just the way that I want it. It's very green. I like pretty big chunks in my Chow Chow. I have 3 carrots here. I took the decision to start incorporating more vegetables in my diet because there's so many veggies out there, and as vegans we need to incorporate these vegetables because we're not going to be successful at this. We are not going to be successful. All veggies that we eat nowadays have been tampered by man. Unless you live in the forest and eating food from the forest, then everything that you eat is man-made in some way, because cultivation of plants and animals have been going on for 10,000, 15,000 years now. So everything that you eat is man-made. So when I get back, I think these are all the veggies I'm going to use. I have the carrots, the green mangoes, and these are some green hot peppers. My habanero, my chayote squash, my pumpkin, and I like my chow chow to be on the orangey yellow side. Yellowish, greenish. I don't want to put anything that is red, like the red peppers, but you can do that. Again, if you have leftover veggies in your refrigerator and it's starting to go bad, not completely bad, that is usable, chow chow is something that you can do to recover it. I'm at the stove. I have 1 cup of water in the pot. I'm going to add a little more than half a cup of fresh squeezed lime juice. I squeezed 3 large limes, and it turned out it was a little more than half a cup. Now traditionally chow chow is made with vinegar, but I'm not using vinegar. Vinegar is not something that I think you should use. I use vinegar for cleaning my windows. Vinegar is actually a byproduct of wine making. It's a condiment that, you know, it's used a lot in the preparation of foods, especially pickling and things like that. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary. You have lemons and you have limes that would provide the same kind of acidity. So we have the lime juice, the water. I'm now going to add my veggies. So I have my carrots, my mangoes. Just add everything in there. And I'm going to let this boil for 40 to 45 minutes until the veggies are soft. So a lot of the veggies here is going to provide some more moisture. So I'm not going to add any more water. I'll see how this goes, and maybe I would add some more water, but for now I'm just going to let this simmer, and I know some of the veggies are going to provide some more moisture. So I'm going to cover it and let it steam, boil, maybe more like steaming, because we don't have a lot of water in there. So we have all our veggies in there. I'm going to add 2 large bay leaves. I'm going to add some coriander seeds, which I'm not going to remove when I bottle it. Some people strain these things out. The bay leaf I'm going to remove. I'm going to leave the coriander seeds in there because the longer the pickle sits, it's going to get more flavor with the coriander seeds in there. I'm going to add some mustard seeds that I crushed. The mustard is very important in this, but I'm not going to use prepared mustard. This is mustard seeds that I crushed myself, which is fine. Mustard seeds are fine. Mustard seeds are very good for high blood pressure and other things. So if you have a spice grinder, you put the mustard seeds in there and you crush it. So this started to boil. I'm going to cover this, and when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like. Salt, guys. Salt is important in this pickle relish. I added some salt, and now I'm going to add some agave. That's it. That's it. This is all I'm doing. Salt. It has to be sweet and salt. You have to have this balance of sweetness, tanginess, and saltiness. So this is why you add I'm adding the agave syrup. And this has started boiling. I could hear it at the bottom. See, so yeah, this is perfect. So this is going to cook until the veggies soften, and then we're going to take it from there. So I have my last 5 minutes here. This has been cooking for 40 minutes. The veggies are all soft now. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some fresh turmeric in here. Traditionally, you put turmeric powder, but I'm going to do the fresh turmeric. This looks really thick, but you need the thickener, because once it's sitting there in the bottle, it's going to get even more watery. You absolutely have to put a thickener. So when I come back, I'm going to make like a slurry with flour, and I'm going to add to it. So it's going to be really, really thick. So I'm going to make my slurry. I have half a cup of cold water, and I'm putting a tablespoon of flour. The water has to be cold, or else the flour is going to get lumpy. I'm going to dissolve the flour here, and then I'm going to add it as a thickener. Again, traditionally they use cornstarch, but I'm not using cornstarch. I'm just doing a different take on the Chow Chow, or pickle lily. I think in the southern part of the United States they call it pickle lily. So this is dissolved. I'm going to add it here, and this is going to thicken up. And that's it. And I love the pumpkin in here because it gives it this beautiful yellow color, and the turmeric. This is the color I like for my Chow Chow. This is the color. You see this is thickening up. And that's it. I'm going to remove the bay leaves, and I'm going to put this in a jar. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sterilize my jar. Maybe I show you how to do this. I'm going to boil my jar, sterilize it, and then put this in it and let it cool, and then put it in my refrigerator. It would last for many, many months, and you use it as a garnish. I mean, this would be very good for us vegans on our falafel or vegan burger. You see, this has thickened up really, really nice. So I'm gonna let the flour flavor of this cook out for about 2-3 minutes. Turn off the stove, and that's it. That's your Chow Chow. So I'm sterilizing my bottles. These are sterilized, and I'm going to put my Chow Chow in the bottles and let them cool on the countertop, and then I refrigerate it, and it would last for a very, very long time. So I'm putting the Chow Chow in my sterilized bottle. It has such a beautiful color. And it's thick. So this is what you do. The bottle is still hot. I wanted to pick it up, but it's really hot. That's it. So I have enough for 2 bottles. So this is what it looks like, guys. My Chow Chow. My bottle of Chow Chow. So I'm going to cover it and let it cool on the countertop and put it in the refrigerator, and it would last for many months. This is something like marinara sauce is always good to have on hand because it's basically some pickled vegetables. That's all it is. And of course it's good, you know, you have that intense flavor, so you're going to enjoy it on some rice or some green bananas or some plantains. You know, as a vegan, we need that kind of intense flavor in order for us to be happy and be successful on this journey. So I hope you do this, and I wish you all the best, and take care. Thanks for watching.